Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to Daily Code Buffer. In this video we are going to see what is Rapid API. So generally whenever you are creating your pet projects or the projects to learn any of the technologies, at that time we tend to use any of the APIs available. To find a particular API for your particular needs, it's very difficult. So here what we will see is there is a marketplace available for all the different APIs that you can look for creating your personal projects. So there is a Rapid API marketplace available for all the different APIs that we can use for our pet projects. So let's go and check what are the different offerings from the Rapid API and how we can use that. So let me open the Rapid API page over here. So whenever you open the rapidapi.com, you will be treated with the login page. Okay, there you can sign up for this account. Okay, I have already signed up over here. You can see that I'm already logged in over here. For you it will take a couple of minutes to just log in. There are a lot of APIs available in Rapid API to work with. Okay, suppose you are learning any of the UI framework, so for that creating a UI you need some of the APIs so you can get the data and you can build your components. So for that also you can use the Rapid API. If you are learning some backend technologies, for that if you want APIs, that also you can use. So for many languages you can use this API. Okay, I'll show you later that there is a code snippets available for many different languages that you can use for. Okay, so here you can see that in the Rapid API page there are lots of APIs available. Okay, there are a lot of categories available to check for. Okay, data, sports, finance, travel. So you can just go to any of the categories that you are interested in to create your apps. Okay, if you have already created your APIs and you want to add into a marketplace, that also you can add. There is a button, you can see that add your API, so you can add your APIs as well to this Rapid API marketplace. But for now we are here to see what are the different APIs available. So if you are interested in sports, finance, travels, let me go to the entertainment over here. In the entertainments there are a lot of different APIs available. Okay, if you see over here on your left side, there are different categories available, different collections available, right? Any of the API provider will be tagged to any of the particular category, so you can go to that particular category and check it. There are a lot of collections available for popular APIs, top weather APIs, coronavirus, COVID-19 APIs, image processing and facial recognitions API, and a lot more. For any of the API, if you hover over here, you can see that you will be getting the informations like what are the different APIs, what are the different general APIs available. If you see for this particular one, you can see that there is a get, delete APIs available. Okay, and you can see that it's a verified API and it's a freemium type. So there are different paid versions also and free versions also. Okay, so you can check the plan as well. Okay, so generally we will go for the free one only and for some of the freemium one. Okay, so you can see there are freemium one. So for that few of the API requests are free and after that there is a charge for it. Okay, so you can check that out as well. Suppose let's go to IMDb International Movie Database. Let's check this API over here. Then you can see that you will get more information about this. There is a particular free API available in this particular marketplace. You can see the popularity, the latency of the APIs and the success rate. Okay, so there is a discussion forum as well and the tutorials as well, and there are different APIs. You can see that there is a search API, film API. You can see that these are the header parameters and all the information available. When you click on test endpoint over here, you can see that you will get 200 OK success result. That means the API is successful, and you can see that the body option available. You can see that different titles available. If you see the other API which is film over here, so in this you can see that there is one request parameter you have to pass. Okay, either you have to pass IMDb ID or you have to pass film title over here. So suppose this is the ID already passed over here. When I click on test endpoint over here, you can see that I'm getting the 200 OK result over here as well, and I'm getting the details for this particular ID. So you can see that this particular ID, the title is Inception, the year it was released, the length of the movie, ratings, and all those other information over here, the cast information, technical specs, and everything. So this way you can get all those information for the different APIs available for this API provider. If you see over here, there is a code snippet also available. Okay, so if you go to the code snippet and you want to use this API in your project, and based on the language available, you can see that there are many languages available. So based on the language, you can select the SDK available and you can use the code for it. So let me just go ahead and use the same one over here. Let me use this particular Node.js one of Unirest. If you go to the install SDK, you can see that this is the code you can use. So we have to install this Unirest module in npm. Okay, so let's go ahead and create one index.js file and I'll show you how to use this. Okay, VS Code. Let me create a file here. I'll create a file index.js. and I'll copy paste the code over here. What this code is doing is it is using the Unirest library, Unirest module over here. It is creating a request, get request with the URL, and it's passing the header parameters, and it is printing the body over here. Let me install this. npm install Unirest. Okay, so Unirest is installed. Let me run this node index.js. Okay, you can see that my request was successful. Okay, and I'm able to get the data whatever I got over here. My title ID, inception is the title, the year it was released 2010, and all those information is available. So you can use this Rapid API library in your upcoming projects. It's very useful. I've been using this Rapid API in my personal projects when I'm learning any new technologies. So that's all in this video. If you've got any values in this video, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for the new upcoming videos. Till then, happy coding. See you.